All right. Good evening, everybody. This is day 2 of FOM2. We're just going to jump right into it. So today was a big anatomy dump day, big anatomy. So I tried to limit the amount of cards that we unlock today because, there are a lot. I can show you here. There's a lot. So 600, 680. Oh, let's change that number back. I've activated a lot of cards. Not scare you, but it's a lot of anatomy. So hopefully you activate them now, get them out of the way in the rotation. So 6 weeks from now, all those 700 cards are a piece of cake for you. So we're gonna start with the easy stuff first, the cranial nerves, right? So we're gonna start in first aid of step 1, version 11, and we're going to go down to anatomy and physiology and down to cranial nerve nuclei. And in this one, I activated some more. These one, I kind of understand the couple of these cards that I activated in here. So mainly the ones referring to the nerve nuclei exit laterally, medially. It does help to identify a couple of them. And there was one more down in here, but you just pick up those other ones there. Yeah, that one. Just if you want, I just decided to pick it up, slept on it, and decided I wanted it. And then we're going to jump down into cranial nerves. We did 7, all of it, 9, all of it, and 10, all of it. There's a lot more information located in his slides, and I'll touch on that again before I end the video. So please listen all the way through. And then we're going to go to 34, and 34 is kind of a mix. So this is referring to where the nucleus are of these nerves. So he does in the lecture, there are tables that explain where these are, and the lecture objectives say to know where they come from. So I activated some of them, but I didn't want to go overboard with this because I don't want to overload our studying with too many details. So I just grabbed the second one, not so much the second one because we don't really have to know about the heart, lungs, or upper GI tract yet. So just this one. Nucleus ambiguous, just these two, not the first one. And then nucleus tractus solitarius, which I really had no idea what this was until I was reviewing it, and now I know. This was mentioned. So just the first 4 and the last one here. And that is it for first aid. So yay, not many cards. And then we're going to jump down to anatomy. Woo, this is where it gets really fun. So going to go into anterior neck, all of it. Just jump right in, all of it. There's a lot, and I will say that I did activate a lot of cards, as you saw, 680 new cards. I did activate a lot, but that is for redundancy and to get a lot of passes on the same content. So some of you that I've talked to know that I'm not a big fan of seeing a card again in like 15 or 30 minutes, so I changed my settings. But with this massive amount of anatomy, in these different sections throughout here, you will see that if you activate them and you spend the time to go through them, either beforehand or during your rotation, you'll see there's a lot of redundancy, especially in the bones and a lot of the musculature, which if you want, you can deactivate that. I'm showing you everything I activated because I want the redundancy for repetitions, just so I can spread it out. So say I push hard on one, it's going to push it for 12 hours, and then I see it again in a different card, but it's the same concept in 30 minutes. I'm going to hit good or easy, so that's going to shunt it out. So it's going to spread out those cards, so I want to see it off and retain that information. So anterior neck, all of it, or you'll see at the top, I didn't activate these two because I don't like the color coding. And then we're going to go to the parotid gland and submandibular triangle. And again, all of it except for the color coding at the top, and these two located in the mouth. Otherwise, hit it all. And then we're going to go to posterior neck. And as you can see, there's some redundancy. if you haven't activated this already, or not redundancy, old content, if you look at the dates, I activated quite a few of these a while ago, or so that's when they're due. I activated a fair amount of these a while ago, so I have this entire category activated except for a couple of these cards. They were too much redundancy in ISOM and FOM1 or ISOM, and I didn't like them, so I have a couple deactivated, but you can activate this entire section. I realized I had a lot of it activated prior to activating the rest of these cards. So let me slow down here. Anything that has a due date on it, don't activate unless you want to practice. Everything that is new will be due. So let me scroll down here so we'll get to the first image here. So this one, here's the image, it's the right, going over the vasculature in the base of the neck. And then you want everything down from that. I mean, I would even take some of this brachial plexus with it too. Just keep going all the way down until you hit back, the dura mater. Yeah, all the way down from that section. So here to dura mater. Then after that, nothing. That was all old content. Then we're going to go to the root of the neck. Oh, I skipped one. Sorry, pharynx and larynx. Yeah, and there's a lot of cards I could have activated in here, but again, I didn't want to overload with a lot of redundancy, although I did want some. Kind of tried to pick a happy medium. So there's some in here that are good. So this is going over like the vasculature, nerves, and the sympathetic chain coming down. So I thought these were really good, and this is hitting it from the backside, so which is good, but try to avoid the super pharynx, larynx heavy stuff. So I will show you first card. It's the very first card of this. It's not the one before, that one. And then you keep scrolling all the way down until you get to this one, talking about the thyroid cervical trunk, looking at the vasculature here. But then when you get into the tongue, uvula stuff, stop. And then same here, going over hyoid bone, hyoid membrane, thyroid cartilage, so on and so forth. And then down to here, just stopping for the epiglottis, and then these three down here. And then we're going to go to one more, the root of the neck here. And I did all of it. Oh, just kidding. Not all of it. Let me show you the ones I didn't activate. So activate the whole thing if you want. Oh yeah, the ones I didn't activate, you can see pretty clearly that we're going into the chest cavity and looking at the costal cage and the intercostal muscles. So everything except that, everything in here except the superior mediastinum. So that is it for this video. Hopefully it's short, and all of you enjoy your Halloween celebrations. And yeah, enjoy Anki for the week. Here comes a big week. Probably going to be a lot of cards, and that honestly might be the best way to study for all this, is just repetition with cards. So good luck studying, everyone. Yeah, happy Halloween.